batteries died, and then the second set that I tried to put in didn't work, and then hopefully this set will work longer. Okay, so I don't know how much it recorded before it stopped. So I was saying that this Amsterdam Standard Series acrylic paint is similar to the Liquitex Basics, but a little bit, I like it a little bit better, I think. Not quite as runny. Oh, that's a neat gloppy. It's got a PP or a 99 in it. I wonder if you can see it. Probably not. Anyway, neat gloppy. I'm gonna put it with my gloppy collection. So, okay. So, the awesome thing about this Stay Wet palette is that your paints don't dry out quite so quickly, so you can do your painting and not rush so much, which is always a good thing in my book. Okay, I think that's good for a start. And I can add more colors as I need them later. I think I will just use this brush right now. I don't think I want anything bigger. So it's just... And I think I'll start by putting some water up there. Try to avoid the horse with the water. This is just to help spread the paint easier when I get there. Okay, I think I will start with straight blue here at the top. And I always do the edges. Okay, now I'm going to get a little bit of white to mix in with that blue, just a little bit. Okay, I want to find a better place to set the camera up. So I'm trying to... It's okay to go over the horse a little bit. It's actually a good thing if you do, but I don't want to lose all my lines, so I'm not going straight across on him. Okay, and now I'm just kind of trying to smooth out what I've got on there. And I want to try to avoid having it look like I went around it. I mean, I know that's what I'm doing, but I want to try to avoid that look. So I am going a little tiny bit over the lines. Not enough white there. Okay, good. Okay, hopefully this is a better angle for you to see what's happening here. So, a little bit of white. I wish I could have a better setup for showing things like this. But if I keep stopping to adjust things, then I'll never get this done, and I need to get this done. I really do. So I'm just gonna leave it as is. Okay, so probably would have been smarter to draw the horse on top of the background, but I rarely do things the easy way. Okay, and more white. Okay. Horizon. Okay, that's good there. A little bit more of this blue up there. Want it a little bit darker up there. This just gives a depth illusion if you do it right, and I don't always do it right. I'm not a professional. I taught myself pretty much everything I know through books and stuff and trial and error, and I did take a correspondence art course, but the painting part of the course wasn't, there wasn't really a lot of instruction. Actually, my first kind of acrylic painting experience I had, my mom showed me what she knew. And she learned mostly through Bob Ross. So anyway, it's mostly, the more you do it, the better you get. And it has been a while since I've actually painted, so I think that mermaid, that big mermaid, was the last painting I did, and that was months ago. And so, like, if you go on hiatus like that, you do kind of lose what you had learned and stuff. So you do kind of have to relearn some things, but some things are kind of like, what's that saying, like riding a bike or something. Some things you don't really lose, but anyway, you want to do it a lot if you want to get good at it and stay good and keep improving. Okay, I think I'm happy enough with the blue. Now I'm going to find okay, I don't want to waste all the paint that's on my brush, so I'm going to find a piece of scrap paper or something. I'll use this page, and I'm just going to get some of the excess off. Okay, And then I'm going to use the, maybe I'll dip it in there first because there is a lot on there. Okay, and I have an old dish towel here that I use to do this with. Got glove and baby wipe and all kinds of stuff here. Okay, and now I'm going to get the most of it off using the little ridges that are in the bottom of my container there, and wipe the worst of that off on my various things that I have for that here. Okay, and then I'm going to dip that brush in the water. Now this is a nice container. It has things specifically so that your brushes will stay in properly, and so anyway, it's nice. And I'll take a pic so I can show you. So yeah, I do sort of clean out my brushes as I go, as you just saw, just because I want to keep my brushes as good as I can. But I am rough on some I am rough on my brushes because this one used to look like that, or like that length. Oh, wait, this is a better example. It used to be like that. So I am pretty hard on my brushes, but this one is still useful, especially on something like this project. I'm going to be using this one later on the horse, so it's okay, I can still use it. It's just that, yeah. So anyway, I am often having to replace my brushes or to get new ones. No, okay, let's go with this one. Okay, so I'm going to use this one, and I'm in the white, and I'm going to make a cloud. Okay, I need to wet my brush a little because it was too... Okay. So, as you can see, I'm picking up the blue, which is good. It's a good thing because this will help to make our cloud look more real. Okay, so I swirl around, tap, and then smooth the bottom edge. So now I have to let that dry. And acrylic paint dries fairly quickly. But I think I want another cloud over here. So, yeah, clouds I do in different ways, depending on my mood, really. Actually, everything, all the paintings that I do, it's like that. It's just according to my mood, really, how I'm going to accomplish that particular thing. Okay, I think I'm happy enough with that. Now I don't need to clean this brush off because I'm going to use this same brush for what I'm going to do next. And what I'm going to do next is... Actually, I lied. Because I just realized I need to... Okay, so... I want some raw umber. So, That one opened up pretty good, actually. Okay, so I'm gonna get some raw umber, and I'm gonna squeeze out a lot because I need it for the horse too later. This is probably not enough, but maybe it is too much. I don't know. I like I said earlier, I'm a very bad judge of how much I need of what. And I see, yeah, okay, that's good. Okay, I'm gonna go back to this bigger brush that I used for the blue. And I'm going to do a base. Okay, that's too dark for what I want, so I'm going to go into the white. Yeah, that's better. Okay, maybe a hint of the green. And a hint of the yellow, just a tiny little bit. Okay, good. And then I'm just going to do this. Okay, the water that I put on the canvas to start with is already evaporated. A little bit of water. There we go. Oh, don't forget the edges. I'll do the bottom at the end when I'm done painting. A little bit over the horse lines just to help make it look so like I didn't do what I'm doing. Go around. Okay, that's good. Okay. Good. Now I'm going to go back to this slightly smaller brush and mix a darker color. So I've got the brown. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, so some of this dark umber, which is a brown. Some of that yellow ochre. Is it yellow ochre? Yeah, yellow ochre. And a little bit of the sap green, just a teensy bit. Mix that all up. Put some more brown. And you're not supposed to do this. You're not supposed to mix your paints with your brush. You're supposed to use your palette knife or something like that. But I find it's easier to mix with the brush. And so I do it all the time, and yeah, that's part of the reason why my brushes don't last long. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of make some indications of uneven gravel land or whatever. Okay, good. Now, I'll come back to this, but I want that to dry before I do more. Okay, now I'm going to mix some of this green into this color I just was using. I think that's, yeah. I'm just using colors. I'm not gonna be, this is not really a tutorial, this is just a how I do it. But yeah, I don't know which green. It's a green. It's a dark green. It's probably forest green or something like that. Anyway, okay, so green, the sap green, some of that yellow, and a little bit more of this brown. Raw umber. Okay, that's a good dark color. Right, and with acrylics, everything dries darker. Okay, I think that's good. That's good. Okay, so I'm gonna do a base. I'm just kind of moving every which way like this for the trees in his background, and I might put a little bit on that part that I said I wanted to dry first. Okay, and just so there's a lot of, if I'm going to do this one, yeah, I am going to do this one the way I, so this, what I'm doing right here, it is part of the reason why this brush looks like that. It's just a nub, because of all this pouncing that I did with that brush. But, I mean, that's how I get the look of bushes and stuff. So, I mean, how can you have to use it, you have to do it. I think, yeah. Okay. Okay, now I want that to dry. I wonder, yeah, I think those are dry enough. So I'm going to, okay, this, and I'm going to use a smaller brush again. It's just a little bit smaller. It's about the same. It's the same type, but it's just a little bit smaller. Okay, and I'm going to come back to the cloud, and I'm going to kind of push. And then kind of, I need some water on it. And I need some water that is a little bit cleaner, so I'm going in where the brushes are. Okay, and and then I just kind of swirl a little bit. And so the cloud transforms, just like real clouds. It gets it has it changes shape and stuff. Okay, and I'm gonna put just some water in this corner right there so that I can get some clean water to work with. Okay, and I want that to dry again. So clouds, you have to have patience with clouds if you want to do them right. Or you want them anyway. You have to have patience with clouds, is basically what I'm saying. Water. So with every layer that I put on a cloud, it changes shape. Just like a real cloud does, is what I was trying to say before. Okay, this one's working. This one is giving me fits. This one's giving me troubles. But we'll get it. It looks a little bit like a dog right there. Anyway, okay, now that while I've got some white on my brush, I think I made the sky a little too dark, but I think I'm gonna leave it anyway. Okay, some more white, and I'm gonna come here. So that's kind of like a mint green that I've got going on there, but that's too light for this stage. So I'm going to bring some more of that sap green and that yellow ochre, and some more sap green. Maybe a hint of the darker green. Okay, it's still too light for this layer. So I'm just going to keep mixing until I'm happy with the color I end up with. I want some cadmium yellow. Okay. That one's just crumbling. Okay. Now, normally, when I'm painting, I will have my iTunes on, but because of copyright, I cannot. Anyway, okay, so let's put some of this brighter yellow in there. Oh yeah, that's better already. It's a much more cheerful green. Okay. Oh, that's better. Much better. Okay, I think I'm happy with that. And then I'm just going to randomly do some of these. think here at the bottom, well, okay, finish over here first. Okay, I need some cadmium red hue. I really love Winsor & Newton paints. I'm very spoiled. They are awesome paints. Oops, I've got my water over there in that corner. Okay. I want a little bit of red mixed in there. It's gonna give me a brown color, but it's gonna be different than that brown that I have over there, than the raw umber. So I wanna mix just a little bit of that. There we go. Yeah, that's what I'm after. So I'm gonna put some of that over there, and I'm gonna kind of hold my brush. Well, you see what I'm doing. Okay, as if there was a bush of some kind in the front there, or a smaller tree or something. Okay. And I think there's going to be a yellow one over there. Maybe a hint of the red, so that it's more orangey. No, okay. Let's try that again. Yellow. And I only need a little bit. Hint of the green. More yellow. Maybe some white. Oh yeah, there we go. More yellow. Okay, that's good. And then okay, so I'm not going for really defined detail. I'm just going for a background. Okay, maybe there's a hint of that in there. And how's my cloud? Yeah, I think that's good enough. Trying to get my brush as clean as I can so that I don't have to use a new one. Still a little bit of yellow in there, but it'll be okay. Okay, and then straight white. No water. And so you don't want to cover the whole thing. You want to leave some shadows in there to make it look more like a cloud. as opposed to a big white lump. Okay, and I'm just gonna keep adding some white here and there. So I tap it on, swirl it on. And for some reason it just doesn't want to cooperate with me on that one. It's getting better though. Okay, now this one I don't want to disturb too much, but I do want a little bit brighter highlights here and there. So, like you would look at your cloud and see where they're, like it would tell you where the highlights would be, like where the darker shadows, you put your highlight on top of your darker shadows, and it makes really neat things happen. And I mean, I could play with this for hours. I probably will. Holy moly, it's hot here today. Whew. Anyway, unless that's a hot flash I'm having, but it is hot. It's supposed to reach 30 Celsius, and I'm pretty sure it is there. It was at 20 Celsius when I got up. So, okay, I think I'm happy enough with the clouds to leave them alone now. Not perfect, but I think I like them good enough. Now, while I have this white on my brush, I'm going to mix another green for the bushes and trees and whatever those are. So some yellow, maybe pick up some of that. And some of that too. And then sap green. My hand keeps getting in the way for you to see what I'm doing. I think I'm going to add a tiny bit of the blue. It's cadmium yellow, but I refer to that as lemon yellow, even though it's not. I don't know if it's lightened enough. Okay, that's good. We'll go with that and see what happens. By the time I'm done, there's going to be lots and lots and lots of layers. The more layers, the better it looks, in my opinion. Okay. For this one, and I don't have like a specific formula for the mixing. I just do whatever I feel like at the time. Makes it more fun that way. Okay, this one, I think I need... Okay, so you see right there on the ferrule, there's paint, and you don't want your paint to get up inside there because it'll ruin your brush. But if and also like right now I want to use this brush for a different color, of a lighter color, and so I want to clean it up as best I can, and that's what the ridges on the bottom of my brush container there is for. It helps you, see? It helps you to clean it off. Okay, so white and this cadmium yellow. I'm gonna make almost like a cream color. But I'm going to start with this because I like that a lot. Okay, so. And kind of move my brush in a different directions as I tap this on. Okay. Want that to dry. Okay, up front here. I want to try something I saw. Right. Okay. Put my brush aside. There's one. Okay, so I want to try something. I saw something, I think the show was Bloomberg or Art 21. I don't know. I don't remember where I saw this, but I want to try it because it's very cool. But what color do I want? I think I'm going to use my palette knife and maybe a hint of this. Some of the blue. Oh yeah, there we go. There we go. That's a good one. That's a good one. Okay. I don't want to waste the paint on the palette knife. Okay, and this container here is also good for putting the palette knives in, but I try to put them that way as opposed to that way so that they don't fall in the water. Okay, now I need my brush to be very wet, or the paint to be very runny, and I'm going to make a big mess. I think I'm gonna move the original drawing so that it doesn't get all I think it's okay that the horse will get some of this on there. But I would like it to go more on the ground than on him, like it's doing. very messy to do that, but I love doing it. I love speckles. Okay, and I'm going to get this one, this big one, and smooth that out. Okay, maybe she let it dry a little bit before she did that. Or she was using a different medium that does things differently, probably. She was probably using oils, and that's probably why. Okay, but I did like the way it looked before I cleaned it off. So I'm going to just redo some of that splatter. Now my thing is too watery, I think. I like to incorporate the same colors. I need it's not really working too good, so there, okay. There, okay, now it's working. I like to incorporate the same colors throughout as much as I can. Like, you can see that I've got a big variety of color, but they are made with the same colors mixed together, and so it helps to make the painting cohesive, I guess. Just, it helps to make it look like it's all the same piece as opposed to different things. I don't know how to say what I'm saying. Okay, I think I'm happy with that. I'm gonna let that dry and do something about this extreme mess I made. So I was playing with some balloons, I think. I hope that's what it is. Can I do something neat with that? Kind of. Okay, I'm just gonna put that brush in there. Okay, that's bugging me. I'm gonna go wash my hands a little bit. I'll be right back.